Hello YouTube, and welcome to a new Planet Coaster series, maybe? I don't know. I'm hesitating to call it a series because I don't know if I'm going to maintain interest and energy to keep this up. But I recently have been getting massively back into the game. I've been working on a new park and I just wanted to make a little video to document the progress so far. Maybe I'll do some more, maybe I won't. Yeah, the vibes have just been there recently and I've had some free time to sink into playing. So that's what I've been doing. Now what have I been doing? I've been working on this beautiful... Hang on, let's get into Tegid Cam here. Sorry, Susie. You are Tegid Cam now. Okay, so what I've been doing is Steve Town. And what this is basically is a sort of a nod to an old project I did for the Shy Guys World Summer Showdown in 2017 or 2018, I can't remember. I'll look it up and put a title on the video. It was a Summer Showdown contest and it was building a park around a lake, and mine was called World of Steve. I can't remember why, to be honest, but it was called World of Steve, and that's a fact that we have to deal with. And so now I'm doing kind of a sequel to World of Steve, which is a sort of smaller local park vibes, more low-key. It's Steve Town, and yeah, this is what we've got so far. So we've got this little kind of entrance area, we've got our park services. Over here, there's a lot of archers. There are guests in the park, but there's no guests out here at the moment. I haven't actually put any bins in, which is why we've got these TMTK bins, but there's no actual bins. So we've got park services. There will eventually be a kind of a backstage area coming off the side here, but for the time being, we've got this pretty cool view of the, I think this is by Kindley, this little wooden coaster here, which I ripped out of an old UK park project which died on the vine like many others. And then heading on through the gates here, I can't go through that way, that's the exit. God, I wish there was a different speed for Tegid Cam besides this speed and this speed. It's like, it's a bit much. Anyway, coming through here. This guy, oh whatever. We've got some restrooms on the left here, a little vending machine. I actually made these restrooms for a collab project with Kindley, which has still not seen the light of day. And I don't know, I was just so happy with them and didn't really want to build more restrooms, so I just blueprinted it and brought it over here. It's kind of based on ones, I think it was at Dollywood, I can't remember. I was walking around a park in Street View and I saw this kind of set up with this like sink basins on the outside, and I thought that was kind of cool. So I did that, and then we've got this cool view here of the Ferris Wheel across the water. Like in the old version, the park is kind of built around this lake, although the plan here is just for generally everything to be kind of smaller in scale. We've got a smaller lake, we've got smaller everything, less of everything. Yeah. But for the main street, this corner building is actually made by a Sonic member. They made it for a YouTube video, I think, a while back. They were showing how to build cool buildings or something. I can't remember the specifics. I'll put a link to the video in the description if I can find it. And yeah, I guess whenever that video came out, I added this to my blueprints library and forgot about it, and then I found it the other day when I was looking for these other buildings, which I had made previously. I was like, oh, that's too good to turn down, to be honest. It just looks so good. And then we've got a little boutique here. Ice cream shop. Yeah. And then this shop at the end here, I think I'm actually going to replace this with like a corner building of some kind. This is just a placeholder at the moment. Maybe I'll put this somewhere else in the park. This was built for a different project, and I think that I guess I could recolor it, but the style to me just feels slightly too like Western or rustic compared to the rest of these buildings, which have more of a kind of main street feel to them. And then over here we've got this flat ride. I don't know the name of it. I haven't given it a name in game yet. As you can see, this area is looking pretty unfinished. To the right here we've got a just ribbon. The guests absolutely love getting stuck on this. I tried to put barriers under the ground here. It's not good. Yeah, you can see them there. But to try and make the guests use this queue to get to this vending machine I've hidden in here. But they just kept getting stuck, so I've had to gradually delete more and more pieces of it. And now they just walk through this fence, which is, you know, it's whatever. I can't be bothered to fight the game on that. Like, man, I really should have cleared up all this vomit. I think it's because there's no janitors in the park. Here we go. Get to work, man. Let's put one here as well. And then we've got this chair swing here. Yeah, not much to say about that really. It's a chair swing. I'm quite pleased with this kind of fencing that I made to go around the outside. It's got a bit of a kind of 70s, 80s vibe to it, which goes with the slightly more historic ride, I guess, maybe. The music's kicking off. Entrance is over here. Entrance isn't finished yet. I need to put some more signage in and stuff. And then over here, we've got this little footbridge here, which is pretty busy at the moment, actually. It's cool that they're using this. I'd made this using the old 2-meter pathing technique. And people are getting stuck on it because there's so many people. Oh, and we're on the roof. Rip. So we've got this little bridge, little footbridge here, which leads over to this little island, which has got the Ferris wheel on it and a couple of restaurants. The island is also accessible via 2 kind of larger footbridges on either side. So coming over from this side, we've got this cool footbridge here, and then we've got a burrito stand. We've got a cool... Oh, I'm in the floor. Pretty happy with this TMTK piece I made, which is on the workshop now, a kind of arched glass section, reminiscent of the old Roller Coaster Tycoon vibes. And yeah, I wanted this little island to have kind of a rusticy, woodlandy feel. So we've got earthier colours and then, you know, stone work and lots of tree cover. And then we've got a copy-paste job at the old restrooms, why not? And people are being sick here. He's about to clean it up. Go on, son. It's over here, mate. You're missing it. There's quite a lot of vomit there. Yeah, I think for the stuff that's worth showing, most of the rest of it. This is the wooden coaster. Brave Sir Robin. An actual in-game usage of the Archer piece, which I think is something to be proud of. Yeah, I made this for I say I made it. Obviously, I didn't make the coaster. Kindly made the coaster. But this whole setup I made for an old British park, and then... oh, we need a mechanic as well. I just haven't hired any staff. Okay, anyway, yeah, I made this for a British park project, which no longer exists. And so I brought it over here. And then over here we've got the one steel coaster in the park, which is a blueprint. I think it was made by 404, who's a community member. And I just wanted to smack something down. I don't really enjoy building coasters, so I was quite happy just to use a blueprint. And I think this one's pretty good, actually. It's pretty fun. I'm not 100% sure about this placement yet. I kind of wanted to have it coming out over the water. Maybe I just make the water bigger. But I couldn't find a satisfying way to place it down. Maybe I do need a custom coaster. I don't know. What I really wanted was just for it to kind of come down near the water at some point, but not have a footprint that means that it's going to go too far out. Because in my mind, basically, like, this is going to be the basic size of the park, like this. So maybe 1 or 2 more smaller rides. Maybe 1 more coaster down this side. And a couple more flats, and then that's going to be it. And I just couldn't find a satisfying way to place this where the station was in a sort of nice place. And the coaster had, like, interesting, like, sightlines and interactions. I mean, as it stands, you can hardly see it, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. I need to think on that. Anyway, that's it for this little update. Hopefully we'll be back with another update at some point soon, and I can show you some more of the stuff I've been working on. In the meantime, I hope you have a lovely day, week, weekend, evening, morning, whatever it is you're doing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.